6th of March 2021. This is the road part of Borneo construction going through Gyeonggu. Gyeonggu is way over that. Okay, there's the Gyeonggu, and the Gyeonggu rivulet is this one. They cross the small rivulet and with a small culvert up there. That is gonna cause me a big flood during the next flood. They cannot even put double or triple culverts in there. Okay, luckily now it's dry season, but if it rains, I'll be one of the flood victims. Okay, as you go down here, go out the temporary access road, and it's heading towards Nambazan. Okay, so I'm walking and trying to keep the camera steady. This video cam has a steady shot facility, so hopefully it's not shaking. Okay, down here where I park my car, somewhere near the road. Of course, nicely they built a place to wash the tire of the lorry in case it's muddy. See, this is a place to wash lorry tires if it is muddy. It's dry season now, so it doesn't look to be used. I can hardly see any water pump or any washing facility, and of course there's not much water in the rivulet now. This is what we call a Gyeonggu rivulet, which leads to a JKR culvert down there, which seems partially blocked by all these services lines and what have you. Right, there's not much water here because it's partly blocked by the culvert upstream. The next rain, what are they going to do about it? How long is that temporary works gonna be there? It's gonna be holding the flood in my house. Okay, so the Borneo, I think, knocked these houses here. These houses may be removed in future if they have been compensated. That's the way the Borneo is going to go through all these houses, and it connects to the overpass. They're building a bridge to cross this existing highway. Yeah. So that is going to be part of the Borneo highway. And there's the piling, the multiple piling for the overpass, which is like a long bridge crossing the river over there. There's River Moyog behind that piling. Then you will have to cross over this existing Donggongon Papar highway, then probably land here. Then I bet they may have to build another, I don't think they build a bridge, they build another culvert over this rivulet. So you will have double culverts going through this rivulet. It's going to cause more floods. So this Borneo is causing the flood. Okay, it's a rivulet there and it's partially being blocked. And that's the road going to Nambazan, then Lokawe. That's the highway going from Donggongon to Papar through the old Pinampang Road. Right, folks? 15 July 2021. The Borneo route and overpass at Kampung Huba is still under flood as 5:30 today, Thursday. So the side is still partly flooded. See the shoulder, they still flooded. That's going to Nambazan. So whole day it takes the flood to abate. Very slow indeed. This is supposed to be the flyover, and they're just building the embankment there. And it's flooded last night and the whole day today. How come? So that road is going to be flooded. The side road is going to be flooded. Silly. And this is the view to Gyeonggu. The flyover jumps across the old Pinampang Papar road and goes over there, and in the distance is the Salib, and the Salib the cross cannot be seen there. The Good Friday cross on top of the hill is now hidden by the trees. That's where it is, and the Borneo highway moves below it, and this part here, the houses are removed. 4 houses are removed, I think, here, and it's flooded. Still some remnant of the flood down there. Yes, and I'm going closer there and have a look why the flood is slow in going down. There is a big culvert here underneath the highway, but it seems like the level here is definitely higher than the other side. Okay, this culvert very constricting the flow of the drainage. This side is definitely about a foot higher than the other side of the road. There's the river to the Moyog River. This is the Gyeonggu River, small rivulet. Okay. This is the old Gyeonggu rivulet. It has not been maintained. Nobody maintained it. And this is where the Borneo roll is supposed to wash the wheels of the lorry. Haven't seen them do that. I'm yet to see it. The lorry is supposed to drive through before going to the highway. And there's a temporary culvert here. Oh dear. Yeah. It's choked, alright. It's a temporary culvert. And definitely this is the thing that is flooding my house. It's not draining. It's very slow drainage. There's another height difference between this ponding area. No wonder this area is flooded. And downstream of that constriction. Just about half foot difference. Yeah, the water is flowing through the small culvert. You can see the eddies. That will be the flow coming out of the culvert. Yeah, this is what happened. vertical flow out of a culvert. There's about half a foot difference. This is a temporary access road for them to do the earthworks. And that's the water that is flooding my house. Oh, this is what happened to the old Jalan Kionggu. It's been rerouted to this one for the culvert. No wonder. So this one is closed. The big mansion on the hill is already pulled down. There used to be a big mansion there, all knocked out by the Borneo. Oh, that's the old gate. Oh, the mansion on the hill is gone. That's the old Jalan Kionggu there. And the house on the top of the hill also is abandoned. It's an old fortress. And so this house is also pulled down. It's far from the highway. How come it's pulled down? Very strange. Really strange. Oh. So I hope they do a proper culvert and that afterwards. Oh. So all these houses, they are already knocked down. And the other house here all knocked down. No wonder. Ooh, beautiful house here also all knocked down. All gone. Leaving the flood. So it's a huge width of land taken by the Borneo. Wow. And there's the lawyer's house on the top of the hill. I see. This road's also changed. Oh, now the lawyer has to drive through this funny road into his own driveway. That's funny. So how is they going to do the build road here? And that's all my former cousin's house, already removed there. Mr. John Whelan. Only his son is staying there. My cousin is lucky. Their land doesn't get flooded because he got a bit of the soil reclaimed at the side, extra soil from the Borneo. They got a bit of it, share a bit of the soil, so they won't get flooded. So this is the view for Borneo under construction. The snail space, and this is 5 p.m. Okay, that's heading west. Obviously it's a sunset already. And that's heading east. Yes, back to the Friday Cross mountain. And the highways jumping over the paddy field. And there's the lawyer, Alion. Luckily, he's not really disturbed. He's got a nice driveway connected to the highway. So not so bad. And this is my friend Mr. Paul's bird house. Oops, where is it? That is his bird house. Somewhere there. And that's where the Pan Borneo is heading eastwards to connect to Inanam. And over the left there is Taman Tanake, next to the remnants of our old paddy field. So that's why the road went here, to avoid the Taman Tanake. It curves away from the Taman. They don't want to knock it down and hit the hills instead. So this is the area called Kyongo. So this is called Kyongo. And my old paddy field used to be down there somewhere. Also, my father's paddy field is right underneath this highway. This one. This one. That's where my father's paddy field used to be. It's filled with earth now. What is that hill for? That's the hill left over for the road, climbing for the road. And this is down below here. Used to be a bit more of Mr. Callistus' land. Down below the hill, it's gone. And we have a mansion on the hill. We just miss the Pan Borneo, just miss it. Very nice house on the hill. A mansion on the hill. And that is supposed to be the access road given to the Kilik family. It's flood prone. Why don't they just allow them to connect to the highway? It's always under the flood. And there's a big culvert there. They haven't fixed another culvert. They only fixed a culvert to this main highway, a big one, but to drain this pond area. But the road has no culvert for this, for the access road. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. And that's where that part of the land there used to be our 1 acre paddy field. Gone. It's under about 20 foot of earth. It's quite high. The backfield is quite high. Just to make sure that it will be able to climb to the hill. There, a gentle gradient. And now there are trees growing on the left side, which used to be the paddy field. My God, that leftover land is just trees. Now that's the outlet of this culvert for the highway. And it's not even connected through the original stream is there. So who's going to dig this one to connect to the original drainage? Who is going to be responsible to dig a proper earth drain to restore the Kyongo River? The Kyongo River is this. Here, this is the old Kyongo. This end up to the Kyongo River. This is the drainage for this paddy field. This is the route, right in between the hill there. How are machinery gonna clear this drainage in future? And that's looks like the leftover of Mr. Callistus' land there. Oh my God! And that then below there used to be the stream, small stream, to drain this area. But the new culvert outlet is here, in the middle of people's land. My God. And this, with the wood here, is A triangular shape here to the edge of the tree is what is left over of our family land, which belongs to my brother now. It's a small piece of triangular land, which I don't know what they're gonna do with it. It's not paid. They only pay the paddy field here. That triangular land there is now useless. What can you do with it? You don't have soil to go and fill it or to do anything with it. What can you use that land for?